Tonight, from Los Angeles, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for
Also plenty for him to work. And yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple to the game. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Throwing here, Howell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Drop him. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Howell. Going out wide, finds Chubb. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like pulling now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll... So out comes 7th season as a QB.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to throw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. One of the keys to their long game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games.
A touchdown. Here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll drive the Rams offense at the line. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question, and everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best. And 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he bats it away. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 50. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Able to slither by. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week.
And rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goals are in this one.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Muscles him off. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 20.
But all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Faced with a 3rd and inch. Nothing on EA Sports. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up.
They picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And he will maneuver. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away. 9 touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's...
I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down. 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle. It again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage an 8 coming up. Back to throw. Howell. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. The result, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd. Now throwing on first down here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 40. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. And once more, Howell back to the air. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Yards that time on 2nd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains at 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff now. Miller. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 20. 2nd and 9 now from the 29. And Howell will throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. In this half, they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one.
Touchdown, Rams. Kyle Pitts. Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time they got 3. Go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal. Maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To about the 35. Line now. 2nd and 6. He's got a man complete. And he takes his 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they'll get this half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is the tight end Fant. And he will be brought down at a... They'll set up to throw. Going right back to Fant. And they'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure. And he's Seattle. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
a 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA show in favor of returning to the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2 upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. Some of these teams keeping the ground game is a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well.
Rockway in on the stop. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. Back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one possessing something, and that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Foul to the air on 1st and 10. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll get this up past the Jones. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Faking the handoff. Howell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happened.
And they are in an absolutely goal. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's to about the 28. Second down again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in the battle of game plan.
Desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down. 7 there on 3rd and 4. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And they will only muster a modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get to it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A first down carry now for Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48. Lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Howell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Howell now to throw it. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he gets this down inside the... It ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from...
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Back to throw. Howell. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
To do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the out.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. Howell throwing for it. It's complete, but he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score. Lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick.
At all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Hawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after cured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more in the defense. And he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will back out. Here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles, and look to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back. More teams in it late in the season, and more important on games like this.
Off play action. It's Howell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again?
Possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Howell. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, and that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the seat position. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Down at the 25.
Brandon, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
19 with his legs and a first down. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Losing yardage to the 7. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle. He's taken down right after. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
Partner, listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to they'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless they actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Open man is Tucker, and he'll take your reset. Now 5. Back to throw. Howell. Pass complete there to Nakua. That one a first down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun. Howell. Flush to his right. Oh, Howell loses it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes, fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On first down, Howell. Quick hitter here, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34. Here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll be out just a yard. 6 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown. Extra point try now from Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. In the touchdown on play number 2. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us? They'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on third down. Howell. That is into the hands of Tucker. And he is going to have a Rams first, one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side. And
Howell loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Inside the 10, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns.
Without a doubt, but for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it up. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. To begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately...
We have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First down, Howell to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A loss of 4. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season.